Hello, I'm Dr. Ted Morter IV, and I want to personally welcome you. What I want to do right now is to just go through a few tenets of healing, and I like to boil them down to three main points. Number one is that your body is designed to heal on its own. It is self-healing, and that comes from the inside out. Here's a great example. If you cut your arm, what happens? It heals. You don't have to call anybody. There's no meeting, there's no committee, nobody takes a vote. It just heals. And that's what your body is designed to do. So what is it that's in charge of that healing? That brings us to point number two. Your brain is in control of your entire body. It's kind of like the command central or the big man upstairs that gives all the orders. Every cell, every system, and every function in your body is controlled, regulated, and mediated from this brain. So I want you to understand that your brain is made of two different structures. I'm going to call them conscious and subconscious. And really it's pretty simple. The conscious mind is where you think, everything that you're aware of. So this is where you get excited or you get frustrated. This is where you remember your phone number. Anything you're aware of happens here in your conscious mind. Your subconscious brain, or below your consciousness, is the part of your brain that runs your body. This is important. I want you to understand this. Your subconscious brain runs your body. You can't use your conscious mind to think, come on kidneys, let's get to work. You can't use your conscious mind to think, all right, bones, let's make white blood cells. It doesn't work that way. It's just not under that part of control. So this brings us to our third point. Our body can get stuck running from information stored in subconscious memory. Ooh, our body can get stuck running from memory? Yes, it can. And it's what happens to all too many of us. We have experiences in our life with emotional trauma, physical trauma, things that are just downright painful. And in that moment, something happens in our brain, and it happens in our body. We lock up, the system shuts down, and we get stuck playing a tape or playing a loop over and over and over again. Our physical body continues to play out an old memory like it's still happening. We literally get stuck running from memory. Here's a great example to illustrate how that works. I want you to pretend just for a moment that you're a young kid, you're 5 years old, and you're feeling creative. So you get your crayons out and you start coloring, and you're feeling so creative. You draw your house, you draw the trees out in the front yard, you draw your cat and your dog. You just feel so great. And you run and get your mom and bring her in the room to share with you because you feel so creative. And then mom screams in horror because she sees you just wrote it all over the dining room wall. Ever happened to anyone you know? Here's the part I want you to understand, and this is what's so amazing. In that moment, as we're getting scolded or spanked or yelled at, and as we're having that negative experience, our brain will store that in memory associated with this wonderful feeling of creative. I'm going to say that again. We will store the negative experience of getting a spanking associated with the positive emotion of being creative. So moments in our adult life when we feel creative, we play the tape. We may be at work and the boss says, let's get creative. Let's brainstorm and come up with a new solution. And we feel ourselves tense and tighten up and our shoulders come up here to hold hands with our ears. We say, oh, no, I don't do creative. I tried that once. That doesn't work for me. So what our focus is here in the clinic is to update those subconscious memory patterns so that your body quits running from memory. You see, when you get stuck running from memory, you get exhausted. But as soon as we can update those old tapes, get rid of those old programs, update your brain, and allow your body to function from information that's happening right now, in this moment, you have no choice but to be healthy, happy, and successful. It's just how it works. You were designed, you were created in that image, and you were meant to win. We want you to win, and we're glad that you're here and thankful to be able to work with you and help you on that journey.